it's low key in that way.
And you're also in Nashville, so like you don't have to worry about people like knowing how to play the music.
Oh my God. No, seriously, like I'm so blessed. 'Cause I'll talk to my friends who live in different cities, like, and if they work for churches and stuff, the horror stories. Like I don't have to deal with that. Like we're all paid professional musicians. Not all of us do that. Like not all of us are like gigging musicians. Like some of us are, I don't know, like our pianist is getting ready to finish nursing school, for instance. Like we might have other vocations, but like we are trained professional musicians.
Yeah.
And it's such a blessing. Like, and I bring in a number chart and it's like, oh, there needs to be a correction on it. We fix it really quick. There's no questions. And that's my goal. Like when people are out of town, I need to find a sub. I tell people straight up, I'm like, I don't want to have to give you a lot of direction. I don't want to have to hold your hand. I say it nicer than that.
Oh, and I love people in Nashville. We'll just like follow the studio recording, which
that
is
too.
I played at church. I've done worship leading. I've played guitar in churches. So
okay.
So like I like how we just show up the morning of, rehearse the songs once, and then I'm like, all right, we're good.
That's pretty much how we do it. We have a separate rehearsal we do during the week, but there are so many times, like this happened this weekend, where like sometimes there's a song change, there's just some sort of logistical change, and I have to bring like new charts that are cleaned up. Okay, that's fine. Like that's what like that Nashville attitude's about. Like you just rolling with those punches. And you make it sound like you've played it 15,000 times.
The worst thing is one time I was leading worship. This was when I was in college.
Okay.
And I guess like we had a bass player. I didn't schedule the people playing with me. And so the bass player was like, apparently he was like really new to playing bass. I didn't know that. And so like, when someone's just like not getting it and you're just like, all right, you need to like hit the note on the first beat. Like that's an important part of the song. Apparently I went way too hard. Like, and like if for like Nashville, it's like, that's not hard. That's you not knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
But like in other
this
places,
isn't your instrument.
In other places, it's like, wow, you have really scared me. I really scared this guy.
You scared him. Like
he hit the right notes. He hit the note on the beat though.
I'll tell you, Sam, like, and I want to be careful because I want to, now that I'm in a leadership position, it's like I don't want to ever take them too far. But I have found that now that I've stepped into a little more of a leadership role, because before I wasn't in leadership, I was there as a keys player, as a pianist, as a vocalist. And then I got asked to step into this role. Like you have to kind of like, sometimes you have to be like, okay, here's what we're doing. Listen to this. Like you have to find that authority because you're not going to get it done.
Well, I know like in the Midwest, like everyone's very passive. I don't know. That could be other places. And I'm like,
no, I think you're right.
I'm like, I don't want to be, I want to like do a good job, but like also there's also like, what would the Lord do in this moment? I'm like, the Lord would hit the first beat correctly on the bass. That's what he would do.
That's the thing. We're kind of walking into some other conversations, right? I mean, and it's hard. Like once you're in Nashville and then people are getting paid, I'm having to remind myself this. I'm like, Camber, growing up, you were in a volunteer situation. So there was so much more forgiveness. Like wrong notes were okay. Poor choices and song tunes were okay. Not now. Not now. Like you're getting paid. These people are getting paid. So if you have certain notes, if you have certain expectations, you need to voice those because there's money involved. This church is investing in you all. They're paying for your services, but it's easy if you come from church culture. I know you do. I do. Sometimes it's like you let certain things slide because you want to be nice and you want to be loving and you want to be Christ-like or whatever. And it's like, okay, but Christ also, I don't know. I feel like
Christ would hit the note on the first beat, like on the bass. Like I totally believe he would. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. You just watched a highlight from the SchwegCast, the internet's worst podcast. Did you like what you just watched? Well, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and over here, you can check out more episodes and clips just like that. And like always, stay awesome.